Hello, home care agency owner. Got a very good question from home care agency owner. He started running Google Ads, is wondering how come he's not getting much activity. And the assumption, I'll say the assumption is the Google ad, the keywords you're targeting, and the ad copy is pretty good. Okay, the assumption is that. I'm just gonna say assumption. But what typically happens is if you dial in the Google Ads very well, you got to look at the buying journey. Because not everybody who clicked on your ads, they're ready to call you, right? They're ready for a assessment. So because there's a buying journey, right? Some of the families, they're just starting to do the research early, right? They're starting to feel like, oh, maybe mom or dad needs a little help around the house. So they just started going on Google and to do a little research and come to your website. So how do you make sure, knowing the buying journey is a little bit long, how do you make sure those clicks are turning into inquiries and into assessment? So there's two things you might want to consider doing. First is you got to have a guide on your website. Right, having some type of guide on your website. That way, whenever a family come to your website, they saw that guide, which is very worthy to them, right? They will give you their information in exchange for the guide. Now you got their information where you get to dump into your CRM system, where you get to leverage email marketing, have your team, warm call them, every so often. So first is, since you already paid for that click, you want to make sure you're capturing their information. Right? Could also be a pop-up, right? Before they leave, there's a pop-up to capture information. Okay, first is you gotta capture information. Second, knowing the buying journey could be long, right? Because not everybody's ready to call you. You definitely want to kick in something called remarketing, or it's called also, some people call this retargeting. Those are those ads that will gently follow them around the internet to stay on top of their mind, right? So I would really advise this home care agency owner to make sure you kick in both of those two things. Again, the assumption is you already know how to run your Google Ads very effective, right? Once you come to your website, make sure you're following them around the internet, because that, just to always stay on top of mind, and also make sure they're on your website, you capture information. Now you get to follow up with them. Okay, let me know your questions.